I get everyone. Okay, so this is the second video for today. I sort of alluded to the debacle of my attempt at Hell Sweeper showcasing. Uh, I'm gonna come back and show more Hell Sweeper. It's just that my quest's out of batteries and anyway, what this video is about is I keep seeing these videos recently all over YouTube from the other VR people, the big players that people have heard of and whose content actually gets watched. Um, and it's always this kind of shit. I find it personally kind of clickbaity. And some people get pissed if you say that, by the way. But it's true. It is what it is. Don't bitch at me about it, okay? Those are your decisions you make. So if you got called on it, then too fucking bad. Tough titty. Welcome to the internet, son. Right. So here's how it is. VR isn't dying. It's not dying on PC. It's not dying on Quest. You're dying on cell phones. You're dying on shit like that where it doesn't make any sense and always sucked ass. But where it's awesome on PC and even on the humble Quest 2, it's fucking rad. There's so many amazing good games out and there's more coming out all the time. There's no reason to panic about this shit, guys. It's fine. Listen, I know a lot of people in the VR world are much younger than me. I'm in my early 40s. So you don't remember a lot of the hard times we had in PC gaming. You don't remember gaming in the early 90s. That was rough shit. That was rough shit. We didn't have amazing shit, and consoles always had these fun games coming out, and we had rarely anything like that. But we didn't die then. I mean, our hardware in the early 90s, like this is before 3D graphics cards, guys. Right? We didn't even have, our 3D effects voodoo cards. When they came out, that was the beginning of PCMR in reality. But even in other ways, maybe not necessarily. Like, PC was always the place to go for strategy and role-playing games. If you wanted good in-depth strategy and role-playing games, PC was your only place. You had better action platformers on, consoles for sure. But back then, no. It was PC or that's it. And it still is, and always will be, because console gamers are knuckle draggers. Yeah. Anyway, the point is, we survived that, and this is nothing. This is absolutely nothing. Our cups are running over with amazingly great games, guys. Nothing's happening. We're fine. You just remember, our market share is small, but it's ever steadily growing. We're growing. It's fine. The sky isn't falling. The sky's fine. It's gonna be there tomorrow. God damn it. I'm tired of saying it. Anyone who's played Half-Life Alyx knows this is the future. You play that game, you're like, oh yes, I see. Gaming on a flat screen like we did in the 60s is retarded. That's dumb. We should be playing in VR. That's all there is to say about it. So, yeah. I don't mean to make this very long. Just have to really point out that it's such horseshit that that sort of thing goes around. And I get, like, if you're in your 20s, you don't have the breadth of context. Okay, it's not that our young people aren't smart, and they're wise in their own ways. Okay, but I've been a PCMR gamer since the late 80s. Before the term PCMR and all the joke culture associated with it long existed, the hardcore PC gamers have always been around, and we've been through droughts that are 1,000 times worse than this. Because our hardware is at least capable now. That wasn't always the case, and we made do. You survive. So this is not hard times at all. We have so many good games. I don't even have enough time to play them all. No Man's Sky has an amazingly good VR game. If your computer's fucking awesome, mine's kind of so-so, but it's so good I play it anyway. That came out with Frontiers recently. There's so much cool stuff. Everslot, of course, Hellsweeper. God, there's others. I didn't actually prepare anything for this video. I just started recording and yammering, and that's fine. The point is, guys, even if there's a slow period, that doesn't mean anything. Because let's be honest, through the whole pandemic, we have not had good gaming. I don't know what the fuck our game developers were doing. Like, you don't need to be in the office to program, guys. You can do that from home. But they weren't doing that, were they? Everyone was just dicking around, wasting their time. So that's kind of a piss off. They could have been making games for us. In fact, that literally was their only fucking job. Their only fucking job. And they didn't do it. This whole year sucked for gaming. The last few years haven't been great for gaming. Not for anybody. Not for the consoles, not for us. But it's not like we've been suffering. Like, there's so many good games out now. And, yeah, I guess what I'm saying is, how fucking spoiled are you? Legit. Especially like the Quest 2. The Quest 2 is doing really well. There's nothing truly amazing necessarily, but you have to remember something about the Quest 2, guys. You have to put this in context of what it is. The Quest 2 is mobile gaming. It's not a computer. It's a phone. It's a phone strapped to your face, and it's pretty awesome for what that is. But you're not going to get amazing PC games on that. And actually, sometimes you get so close, it's almost indistinguishable. I'll give you that. I've heard the Saints and Sinners on it's amazing. Sniper Elite VR, the only game I actually own on Quest 2 because of Denuvo. That's not touching my PC. No fucking way. I have a whole fucking rant about Denuvo I could make. Someday I will. But just trust me, Denuvo fucking sucks, and I needed a game to play away from my computer. That's Sniper Elite VR. I had it 30% off. For 25 Canadian dollars, I was like, yeah, fuck it. It's good. Is it as good as PC? Gameplay-wise, yes. Graphically, it's close enough. You don't really notice. It looks good. You're having a fun time. Why be a picky bitch? Just enjoy the goddamn games. And, you know, that game came out this year. Like, lots of good games came out this year. That's always... Don't worry about it. And not all these... Here's the thing. Like, AAA gaming has always been overrated trash. Okay, the best games have always come from indie developers. That's just a fact. AAA titles are for console gamers, but we're not console gamers, are we? No, we're not. Quest 2 users, you're dangerously fucking close to it. Hook that up to a PC, lads. That's how you do it. Yeah, that thing existed at Code Steam VR. You know it. That's how you play it. Then the device becomes fucking awesome, doesn't it? Right? Yeah, that's how that device is meant to be played. Give it to Facebook. They haven't fucked with your ability to do that. They have only enhanced it. So, whatever evil, nefarious scheme they've got up to vendor lock you into their store, they're not doing a good job of it. They're making it super easy and awesome to play your PC games on it. So, yeah. What a great device. Getting a little sidetracked. Point is, no. VR isn't dying. Gaming isn't dying. Nothing's dying. Everything's doing fine. It's just been a shit year for everything. Every single thing. Every industry, everything. Okay? My work has been slow. Everyone's work has been slow. Everything's been slow. Doesn't mean jack shit. Things get slow, and then things speed up again. And when you reach my age, these kind of little bumps in the road, they don't even fucking mean a thing to you. Trust me, you'll get there. And then you'll be like, yes, of course, James Dean was right all those many years ago. Especially really young guys. You haven't seen jack shit yet. You're arrogant. The arrogant of youth. I like it. But, you know, you're wrong a lot of the time. And when it comes to this kind of thing, this clickbait shit, I don't buy it. I don't buy into it. I'm not interested in it. I've heard all this shit before. Do you know how many fucking times in my life I've heard PC gaming is dead? Do you have any fucking idea how many times people have fucking said that for their clickbait titles? And they go, oh, no, it's not clickbait. Yes, it fucking is. And fine. You know what? Fine. I get it. A lot of these people do pretty well at making YouTube stuff. And generating content is how they generate at least a good chunk of their income. At least a sizable bonus worth doing. I get it. You gotta make art. You gotta produce content people are gonna watch, and controversy generates clicks. Fine. I'm not judging. It's not the same as selling out. It's just a little bit trashy. I guess that's the term. It's a little trashy. I wouldn't do it, but I'm never expecting to ever make a penny off this. I just like talking to nobody. I just like shouting out into the void. That's fine with me. You know, So I guess I'm in a different position. Maybe it's not as fair for me to judge. I can accept that. But anyway, I don't need to go on and on. My point is, the next few years we're going to be swamped with amazing shit, especially when the next generation hardware comes out, when that Index 2 comes out, maybe when that Decade Gear comes out. We're going to see such awesome stuff, you guys. We are doing good. We are sitting pretty. And in the meantime, we have so many amazing games to be playing. Here's the problem, okay? Here's just the problem with this sort of YouTube content and all that shit that a lot of gamers have, or a lot of like YouTubers have, is that you have to generate new shit, right? But if you're just an average gamer, if you're somebody with a job, a regular Joe, you don't need to showcase a new thing every couple of days, right? You buy your game and then you go and enjoy it for as long as it's enjoyable. That's it. So we're not suffering. It's really content creators are put in an awkward position where they have to deliver shit to their audiences. That's not their fault. That's just the name of how the game works. Don't hate the players, hate the game. And that's fair. That's fair. I know I was a little judgy earlier, but listen, that is fair, right? That's just how it works. But that's their problem. As far as just regular old rank and file gamers enjoying their VR setups, we've got lots of great shit. So yeah, nothing's dying. This is the most boring and uncontroversial video ever. Trust me, we're fine. We are better than fine. We're awesome. Everything's peachy keen. So I'm going to leave it at that. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.